gamers of the Game Report. Welcome back to another episode of Hearthstone card reviews for the new expansion, the Boomsday Project. If you guys are new to the channel, new to the videos, new to the stream, new to the stuff, and the Hearthstone card reviews, I've been doing all of them up to this point, and we will continue doing that. If you guys like them and like the channel, then make sure to hit that subscribe button while you guys are at it. Hit that little bell to receive a little extra piece of notification. Ding! And now let's get into it. Fireworks tech, straight into it. 2 mana, 2/1 minion. So this is like that 2 mana 2/1 thing that gave a friendly minion 1/1. This is give a friendly mech 1/1. Now here's where this combined with another card called Play Dead. So this is for Hunter. So imagine the card called Play Dead, the 1 mana card, or the 3 mana 3/3 Deathstalker, whatever the guy, or Scale, whatever. Scale, I don't remember his name. The 3 mana 3/3 that triggers Death Rattles, or Play Dead. So this is basically a 1 mana effect. So it's a 2 mana 2/1 that gives 1/1, so it's a 2 mana 3/2, and it has Play Dead in it. This card's really good. We'll see play in a mech Death Rattle deck, going along with the new mech Death Rattle card, the Spider Bomb or whatever. Could totally see this being a thing if Mech Hunter becomes a thing. If Mech Hunter's bad, and there are no mechs being played in Hunter, then this card won't see play because mechs. This also works with the new, I think, legendary minion, the Bomb. It can trigger it to deal 2 damage. I don't really know how good that is, but hey, it can give 1/1 to a bomb. That's not bad, I guess. Make a body that normally can't attack be able to attack. Pretty good. Let's see what the public reviewed it as. Meta defining 15%, very good 61%, and they say Fallen Sun Cleric, Play Dead, Smork's best friend, haha, Boom Master Flark, Spider Bomb, pretty much what I said. Cool. Next one, Eureka. So this is a shaman spell, 6 mana, Eureka. Summon a copy of a random minion from your hand. So with some setup, is this card good? What card does this even fit into? Summon a copy of a random minion for 6. It would need a lot of setup. It's not random when you play all the other minions from your hand. Then it's also a copy, so it's not actually losing you any card advantage. It's just kind of like big question mark. What would you want to be pulled from your hand for 6 mana? It has to be big enough that it's worth playing this card and doing all that setup, but I think it can be good if in the right deck, and it's a build around card, possibly. People say meta defining 13.5%, very good 22, so they don't think it's broken, but it's interesting. So they're saying Electro Storm Surge, Eureka, 2 Malagos is the coin, 2 Lightning Bolts, 26 damage, the Dream Combo Shaman. Oh. That's pretty good, actually. But that's a lot of cards, and you need the coin. Anyways, here we have the Boom Ship. 9 mana legendary spell for the warrior class that we've been seeing go purely odd mech control warrior, right? With the new hero. Let's add another odd card, yeah! A 9 mana, the Boom Ship. Summon 3 random minions from your hand, give them rush. Blizzard, Blizzard, Blizzard. What? This card's great. Nothing really to say about this. It's very straightforward. This card's insane. 20% meta defining, 46% very good. Wow, and it just seems to go in this great deck that we've been seeing appear. This one, when I saw this card, honestly, guys, I don't know what Blizzard's thinking. Okay, let me just explain what this card does first, and then I'll say how stupid this card is and how badly designed this card is. So, it's a 4 mana spell for Rogue Epic. You can have 2 of them. Academic Espionage. So, this shuffles 10 cards from your opponent's class into your deck. They cost 1. So just a hypothetical here. Let's just throw out what could happen, okay? Not saying it's going to be very likely, but let's say what can happen, okay? You're versing a mage, 10 Pyroblasts. Obviously, it's not very likely. The odds of that happening are very low, but in a large sample size, it's bound to happen eventually, you know? And then what are the odds of them all, or a bunch of them being Pyroblast, let's say 3. And the 3 are the next 3 cards that you draw. Or, even worse, the next card you draw is an Arcane Intellect. You draw 2 Pyroblast for 1, and for 3 mana you just drew 2 Pyroblast and played them for 3 mana. That's just some of it, right? That's just some of the bullshit. You could get 3 mana cards, get them for 1 mana, it's really good. 4 mana cards, 5 mana cards, 6 mana cards, anything. I just showed you the stupidest example of Pyroblast, but really like a Tyrantis from Druid for 1 mana. This card's already insane. The high roll potential of this card is the stupidity. Okay, so if this is why it's bad design. If this card is good, it's not fun for the person playing it or the person playing against it. On top of that, if the card is bad, but people lose to it because the high roll is so bogus and bullshit, this is a card that's not healthy for the game. This is like you take that mage spell, the Book of Wonders, or Scroll of Wonders, whatever the hell it is, and you take that and you just make it even worse because you can decide to play it or not. People have been memeing this card. Ha 10 Totemic Mites. Yeah, sure, that could happen, but then you're thinking of only the low end of it. That's how bad it could be, right? Then you take the high end. Pyroblast, fucking Mind Control, like, holy moly, this card is fucking stupid. Hey, look, 48% meta defining. I bet this card gets nerfed, boys. If you have duplicates, do not dust them. This card gets changed. Promise you that. Very good. 33%. Magic. Wonder why. Neutral, minion, 6-drop, 4/4, missile launcher. Mech. Magnetic. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all other characters. So you have a minion. You attach it to this. Let's say you attach this to a minion that's a poisonous mech. Then this does AoE 1 damage that kills everything because poison AoE damage does that. Well, is this card good on its own? I don't know. Maybe? It's okay? Maybe Arena's good? Yeah, I don't like it that much. It doesn't sound insane unless there is a poison mech, and then this is like a 2-card combo board clear, but 6 mana 4/4 is really bad. The effect isn't worth that. This is like a bad the dude from Warlock that's a 5 mana 4/5 that does the 1 damage AoE to the opponent's stuff only. It's a bad version of that. But because it's a mech, maybe. Or I guess they have to dilute the mech pool because of cards like this. Omega Assembly. 1 mana, new warrior card. It's the Omega card for warrior. Discover a mech. So 1 mana, discover a mech. Is that good? It's okay. It wouldn't really see play probably unless Mech Warrior needed some early cards to play in an odd warrior that's a mech deck. Wow, this is just bogus. This gets played. Anyways, this is the high end of it. If you have 10 mana crystals, keep all 3. So people were curious, what does that actually mean? What that means is, you have this card. It's a 1 mana, and you'll see 3 mechs. And you get to choose one. That's what the Discover effect is. Well, instead of choosing one of the 3, just take all 3. You get all 3. 1 mana, generate 3 cards. So let's give more value to this odd mech warrior that's coming out next expansion. Yay! 22% meta defining. Very good. Wonder why every single mech warrior odd cards are getting rated really high. I bet they're really good together. Magic. Here we go. This card was really interesting when I read it. This kind of blew my mind that this was a card that might come, because it's like bad but cool, you know? Okay, so it's a 2 mana 1/2. Bad stats. Divine Shield Lifesteal. That's not bad. Honestly, this card's pretty good. If it was a 2 mana 2/2 Divine Shield Lifesteal, it's broken, right? Because we know that a 2 mana 2/2 Divine Shield called Shielded Minibot was put in almost every single deck back in the day. Now we have a 2 mana 1/2 Divine Shield Lifesteal. Okay, the effect though, this one's cool. Your healing is doubled. Now, people were shitposting saying, this will finally be the thing that makes my Lifesteal Spellstone life heal deck for Paladin good. No, it won't. I'm sorry, but there are just decks and classes and matchups where you're not even going to heal yourself because you don't take any damage, and then you die in one turn, in a one-turn kill combo like Shudderwalk and Malagos Druid and the Token Druid and that Holy Smite fucking Revive Prophet Velen deck from Priest. Like, there's a lot of one-turn kill combo decks that make this not even relevant. Also, Taunt Druid is just going to delay the fuck out of you, not even hitting you in the face, and then out of nowhere, it's got big boards that you can't do anything against, and you'll never be able to kill them because your deck sucked. Feels bad, man. So this doubling healing, by the way, is completely irrelevant because what is this good into? Aggro? I'm pretty sure heal Paladin mid-range probably already could win against aggro. It didn't need to increase its healing. It just probably loses on board, and once it's lost on board, it's over. It doesn't matter how much it heals, because tempo loss. Anyways, card's interesting. Maybe if they make overhealing a thing, this card's good. But right now, meh. Meh. We have 2 new cards for Mage. 4 mana, 4/3 spell damage. Elemental. Is this card good? I don't know. 4 mana, 4/3 is pretty bad. Spell damage +2, I guess with the new spell damage synergy cards from Mage, maybe, because this is a 2-card combo. So you play this, and you play that new spell that requires spell damage. This is in effect basically having 2 of those 2 mana 1/1s with Divine Shield and spell damage 1. It's similar to like the 4 mana 2/2 spell damage +2. It's like 2 Thalnoses, but with better stats instead of drawing cards. Elemental as well. So you play this, you play the 4 mana spell that does summon 2 2-cost cards or whatever. Instead it summon 2 4-costs. Not bad. A Shooting Star works really well with spell damage. 1 mana, deal 1 damage to a minion, and then the minions next to it. So effectively, this can hit. It's like Frost Nova. What's the card? Fuck. Frost Cone. Freezing Cone. I don't know. Whatever. It's the 4 mana. Hits the same effect as this. 1 to 3 things and freezes them. This is like that without the freeze effect. For 1 mana, and with spell damage, let's say this combo right here, which is in front of us, 5 mana, deal 3 damage to 3 minions, and have a 4/3. Spell damage +2. You could do a 2-card combo with Thalnos, 1 and 2, so 3 mana for a 2 damage AoE to 3 minions. Is that good? Yeah. Is this good into like Odd Paladin? Maybe. Kills 3 fucking recruits. That's not bad. Is that going to see play? Maybe in an odd mage? We'll see. But then you wouldn't be able to run Thalnos or this or half of the spell damage synergy stuff. So I guess you wouldn't put this in odd mage. You would put this combo. Maybe this is just good enough in odd mage though. But you would put this all in a spell damage deck, and I'm not sure it's good enough. We'll see. Last card. This is the new Priest minion. 6 mana, 5/5. It's a new Death Rattle. This goes along with the whole Death Rattle package I've been talking about for this expansion for Priest. I've been saying Death Rattle Priest is looking pretty good. So we have a 6 mana 5/5 Death Rattle minion. So 6 mana 5/5 is pretty bad. Better have a good effect. Death Rattle. If you've cast any spells on this minion, resummon it. So basically, you play this, and you play Power Word Shield on it for 7 mana. So you have a 7 mana 5/7 that drew a card. It will revive if it dies, and it doesn't get silenced. Then you do something on it again, it comes back again. Is this card good? Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Meta defining, very good. Okay, yeah. It's pretty good. Unidentified Elixir. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Vivid Nightmare. Hell yeah. Power Word Shield. Hell yeah. That Silent Synergy, though. It's a good one, actually. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this Hearthstone card review. Lots of cards to go through this time. Let's just make sure I didn't miss any. Okay, good. I hope you guys have enjoyed, though, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.